Alright guys, today we're in chapter 12, section 7. We're doing volume. We had been doing surface area. Now we're doing volume of prisms and cylinders. One thing that from this side that I want you to know, so whenever we found our answer in surface area, our units of whatever, if it was like inches, centimeters, meters, whatever, it was squared in surface area, okay? When you do volume, it's going to be cubed, which means the 3 is up here above your units, okay? So let's move on to example 1, okay? Find the volume of each prism, okay? And the formula for volume is base times the height, okay? Well, as you can see, we got 3 numbers here, okay? We have a length, we have a width, and we have a height, okay? So, at the same time, what they're saying is your formula is base times height, but it could also be length times width times height, correct? Because, hey, we have a length, we have a width, we have a height. So we're going to use length times width times height to find the volume of this prism, okay? So the length is 2, okay? The length is 2 units long, okay? It is 3.5 units wide and 5 units tall. So 2 times 3.5 times 5 is going to be 35. So you're going to have a volume of 35, okay? Volume, remember that means what it can hold inside, okay? We've been doing area and surface area, which talks about the outer part of the box, okay? Well, volume, we're talking about the inside of it. How much can it hold, okay? This box right here, how many, whatever you want to say, how many apples can it hold inside of that, okay? What's the volume size of it? So we got 35, and remember, our units are inches right here, okay? Inches, and since we're doing volume, like I said, we're going to cube our units. Inches cubed, okay? So that's example 1. Let's move on to example 2, or 1B. So, a prism has bases that are right triangles, okay? So it just told you that your base is a triangle. Now, okay, we don't necessarily see this looking at this figure, but it told us in the example. A prism has a base that are right triangles as shown below. The height of the prism is 10 centimeters, okay? So, our formula, volume is base times the height, okay? Now, to find what a triangle is, okay, we're always going to use the same formula. 1/2 the base times the height, okay? 1/2 the base times the height, okay? So we're going to use that formula to find the base, okay? And then the height is given to us, okay? So our part, we're going to go 1/2, trying to find this triangle right here, okay? 1/2 the base times the height. 1/2 of 6 times 8, 6 times 8 is 48, 1/2 of it is 24, okay? 10 is what's left over, okay? I know I said that 10 is the height, well, we have to look at the box now. We found the triangle. We have to look at the box now. This is the width. This is the height, okay? Well, we've done found basically this triangle, so all we got to know is, hey, the only thing left is 10. So we go 24 times 10 is 240. What's our units? They're centimeters. So we got 240 centimeters squared, okay? That one's not real hard. Remember, it's kind of like everything we've done so far. We break it down looking at it in different ways. Except this one, we didn't have to do it to this one, okay? Now, our next formula, we're doing volume of cylinders, Coke can, something like that, okay? We equals pi times the radius squared times the height. This one's a lot more easier than what we have, than these two right here, okay? So let's look at example 2. A can of tomato juice has a diameter of 14 centimeters and a height of 20 centimeters. What's the volume? Okay, so it has a diameter of 14 centimeters. That diameter means it runs all the way across. The top of this Coke can from one side to the other is 14 centimeters, okay? But our formula is what? It doesn't say what is the diameter. It says what's the radius, okay? So the radius is half the diameter. The diameter is 14, so the radius is going to be 7, okay? The height is 20, okay? So now we're set. Volume equals pi. Pi is always given, which is 3.14, times the radius squared, which is 7 squared, times 20. You multiply all those together, you get 3,079. And remember, our units are centimeters, so we want to cube them. So our answer is 3,079 centimeters cubed, okay? I know these are a lot of formulas that you guys are having to learn on your own, okay? But it's going to make your life a lot simpler as you get into Miss Burns' class. So please make sure you're remembering these. Formula for the volume of a cylinder, pi r squared times the height. Volume for a prism, base times the height, okay? And if for some reason they give you something like this, we'll have to break it up to find our answers, okay? Your example problems today are on page 647. You got 13, 14, and 15. Good luck. Let me know if you need any help.